I was just thinking about my old therapist because this past weekend I had an encounter that reminded me of something that she taught me. She always used to say to me, you need to give people their stuff back. And she'd say that when I would come to therapy, like kind of needing to like offload or unpack something that someone had said or done to me that had kind of stayed with me and continued to upset me or stress me out. And it's a similar concept to something that an old friend used to say to me, which is she always used to say, you got to just share the awkwardness with people. Like, it's not yours to hold alone. You got to share the awkwardness. People will consciously or unconsciously give you their stuff, like their feelings, their insecurities, their memories. Like this weekend, I ran into someone from my past, and it quickly became quite clear that that person had kind of stayed stuck there in the past overall because, they started bringing up things from long ago. And you know what? I am down to reminisce. I'm a pretty nostalgic gal, but there's a difference between someone going down memory lane with you and someone trying to remind you that, you weren't always doing as well as you are now. And that's the stuff this person was trying to give me. They kept trying to pull me back into old memories of old issues that I had long moved past, talking about people that were no longer in my life. The techniques that people often use to give you their stuff is they'll ask questions. What happened to so-and-so? Where is that? Remember when you... Those kinds of questions. And some of my favorite awkwardness sharing ways of looking at the stuff someone's trying to hand to you and just letting it fall to the ground is to ask questions back. And some of these that I actually did ask this weekend were, what do you mean by that? I also asked, is that supposed to be a joke? Another one is, what's going on right now? The conversation quickly went nowhere after that because I had no answers for her questions. She had no answers for my questions. Now we're just sitting there and there's stuff on the floor.